Good morning, class.
Good morning, Miss Clarence.
I'm so glad you could join us for online Sunday school. You'll have to be patient with me as I learn how to use Zoom. Most of you use it for regular school, so you're all professionals at it. But I am not.
Miss Clarence, I miss being with my friends.
Oh, and I'm sure they miss you too, Polly. I know I miss you.
It's just so confusing because Mom is really scared about COVID, but my dad makes fun of her for it, and all the grown-ups fight all the time. I wish it would just go all away.
We all do.
Grandma says it's a sin to be scared and we just have to pray. But we pray all the time and nothing is changing. Is God sleeping? Does he care?
That is a very brave question, Polly. The short answer is, God does care. But that doesn't mean we don't deal with hard things. Until we're in heaven, we all face storms in life. But the good news is, Jesus is with us in the storm.
It's still scary.
And that's okay. But instead of running away from God when we're scared, we can let our fears bring us closer to God. Let me sing you a song that I like to remember when I get scared.
You mean you get scared, Miss Clarence?
Even grown-ups get scared. That's probably why you hear them fighting. Grown-ups are silly like that, coping with fears by getting angry. This song helps me choose to trust in Jesus instead of following my fears. The words are from the Bible, and they remind me to choose to trust in Jesus whenever I feel afraid. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. Psalms 56 verse 3. Everyone, when I am afraid, I put my trust in you. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. Psalm 56 verse 3.
Can we do it faster?
Oh!
Faster, faster!
When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. When I am afraid, I put my trust in you. Psalms 56 verse 3. Oh.
All right, everyone, this is the story about Jesus calming the storm. One day, Jesus and his disciples were sailing across the Sea of Galilee. But suddenly, a scary storm came. The winds were so strong and so mighty. Waves started violently crashing against the boat. And the boat started filling with water. It was a really, really wet storm. The disciples were scared. They believed that this mighty storm was gonna make their boat sink. They didn't know what to do. So they looked around for Jesus. He would know what to do. They searched high and low for him, and they couldn't find him anywhere that they expected to see him. But just then, they found him. And do you know where he was? He was sleeping in the back of the boat. Are you kidding me? Jesus is asleep? I don't know about you, but I would be really confused if I saw Jesus asleep in the middle of a storm. First of all, how does he sleep when it's that noisy outside? I couldn't sleep through that. Second of all, why isn't he trying to save them? Isn't that what God does? Doesn't God love us? The disciples woke up Jesus and said, "Teacher, don't you care that we're drowning? Don't you care that the wind is blowing? And the waves are crashing? And the boat is filling with water?" Jesus got up and said to the wind and the sea, "Silence, be still." And suddenly, everything was calm. The wind stopped. The sea grew still. Jesus looked at his disciples and said, "Why are you afraid? Don't you have any faith yet?" The disciples were amazed. I mean, like jaw-dropping, eyes bulging, amazed. The disciples said, "Who is this man? Even the winds and the waves obey him." Did you hear that? The wind and the waves obey God. That means this whole earth obeys God. That means the coronavirus obeys God, and 2020 obeys God, and all the bad tension in our world right now, it obeys God. So where is he? Where is God in 2020? Where is God in the coronavirus? Where is he when you feel lonely? When you have to stop seeing your friends at school, or when you have to stop going to school entirely? Where is God when you're scared, or when you're tired, or when you're sad? Let me tell you where God is. He is in control. Even when you can't see him, he is in control. Even when Jesus was sound asleep on that boat in the middle of the storm, he was still in control. The disciples might have been scared, but Jesus wasn't scared at all. He wasn't scared of the storm or the winds or the waves or the boat filling with water. He's not scared of anything. You see, we don't have to be afraid because God is in control. He brings peace to our storms and to our fears. But if you are afraid, and that's okay, put your trust and your faith in Jesus, and he will help you. So I want you to say this with me. I am not afraid because God is in control. Again, I am not afraid because God is in control. Hey, Carly.
Hey!
What does it mean to put my trust in God? What does it mean to have faith?
Well, you know, the way I like to think about faith and trust, I like to picture it like a trust fall. Have you ever done a trust fall?
Nope.
Okay, so a trust fall, you shouldn't do it unless there's a grown-up around to make sure you're safe, okay? What you do in a trust fall is one person falls backwards into the arms of someone who's there to catch them, okay? So it's kind of a scary thing to try though, don't you think?
So, sounds scary.
So it's scary because you face that way.
Okay.
And you're gonna do a trust fall to me.
What?
Yeah.
I have to trust you?
You have to trust me.
Well, who are you that I'm gonna trust you?
Your big sister, of course, silly. So
That's true.
isn't it scary though? Because you can't see that I'm behind you.
Nope.
For all you know, I could be far away and you would have no idea. and you'd have to trust me. You could just hold back. So it's scary because you don't know if I'm here, and you know what else is kind of scary about it?
Yeah.
You don't know how strong I am.
I don't.
I might just drop you.
Oh my goodness.
So-
I'm stressed.
Okay, so a trust fall means that you trust the person who's going to catch you.
Okay, Carly.
You trust that they are there for you and that they're strong enough
Okay.
to catch you. But it's not just a thing you know.
Yeah.
Like, because if you can say to me that you trust that I'm here
Mm-hmm.
and that you trust I'm strong enough, your words don't mean anything until you put your whole body into it. The way you show you trust God is by acting. The way you show you have faith in Jesus is by doing the things he wants you to do. It's not just something in your head. You have to put your whole body in obedience and in faith. So,
We're gonna do a trust fall?
do you trust me?
Yes, Carly,
Okay,
I trust you.
okay,
Even though I cannot see her, I don't know how strong she is.
I'm pretty weak.
I trust you. Oh my god. I'm actually scared. Okay. Woo.
I got your baby.
Wow. That was pretty scary, but you know what? Carly caught me. I might not have known how strong she was. I might not have seen that she was there, but I put whatever faith I had in her and I chose to fall and let her carry me. And you know what? She followed through.
So remember that if you're scared right now, or when you get scared, you can still put your trust in Jesus and fall back into him.
For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-control. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-control. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-control. For God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-control.
It is time just to review kind of what's in our takeout bags for this week. Everyone's bag is a little different, so I'm not gonna show you everything or give you advice on everything. This bag is for you guys to have tons and tons of fun, and so you don't have to do exactly the same things I did. We all have a challenge to design and build our own boat to see if we can float it. I made one out of some popsicle sticks and glue, then I made some out of all straws, and this one out of a sponge. I also made this one, I followed origami instructions and made it out of tinfoil. If you are able to read, I challenge you to do this memory verse activity. Our challenge to you is to remember the memory verse. Put all the pieces in order as fast as you can and see if you can make it even harder by cutting each piece into smaller bits and still put them in the right order. If you are able to memorize your verses and tell mom and dad to send us a video of you reciting your verse without looking at it, we are gonna send you in your next bag a raffle ticket, okay? Every verse you memorize, you get raffle tickets for. And hey, if you can't read and you can't do this activity, if you can still remember it just by learning the songs, you will also get tickets, okay? Then at the end of all of this, we will draw numbers, and if your number is drawn, then you will get to pick a prize. So you don't want to miss out on that opportunity. So this week, make sure to talk to Jesus about the things you're afraid of. Just like the disciples ran to Jesus when they were scared, we can run to Jesus when we're scared and trust that he is going to be the one who is the most powerful and can actually do something about the things we're facing. And if you're not scared, maybe you can pray for someone else you know who maybe is scared. See you next week.